the glasses and baby, I'll pour the wine. We ain't had a night like this in a while. And I was thinking that maybe we could dance across the moonlight shining on our kitchen floor. If it goes well, then we two-step right through the bedroom door. We'll be dropping laundry till it's just you and I wearing smiles. And then, honey, I was thinking that maybe we'll turn out the lights, do whatever we feel is right. Come on, baby, just for tonight. Honey, I just love you and I. Check out whatever Netflix wants to recommend for us. With any luck, neither of us will know how it ends. And then maybe we could start again. Maybe we'll turn out the lights. We'll do whatever we feel is right. For tonight, honey, I just love you and I. Baby, let's turn out the lights. For tonight, honey, I just love you and I. Just love you and I just love you and
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Imagine George begging for our votes, for he stopped loving her today, or swinging doors, being submitted to some contest in L.A. They just love the music, not bad lights and those thumbs up. And you could feel the goosebumps arising when old George say, "Step right up." That's when music was enough. 6 years old, up on the stage, and he's trying to be brave. His palms are sweating beside his classmates, and then he sees his mom and waves. She just loves his music. It's not about lights and those thumbs up. And she can feel her heart start racing, 'cause her solo is coming up. That's when music was enough. And though the times change, well, we're all still the same. The music's still one place we can turn to. Whether it's to celebrate or to cry through the pain, you just might have an angel singing with you. If it's all about the music, not about lights and those thumbs up, then you feel your heart start racing when your solo is coming up. That's when music is enough. Take me back. All those songs. Like I had choices. Hello, darling. Kiss an angel good morning. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? Blue eyes crying in the rain. Wichita lineman, the man in black, silver wings, Sunday morning coming down. Amen.
He is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. His name is Jason Price, a great Canadian artist, and what a great song, When Music Was Enough. Before that, I Just Love You and I, and we'll have one more from Jason Price in just a moment. Welcome to the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I am broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, and we've got a great live show for you tonight. We've got just enough music. We've got 3 hours of the best in new country. Every artist on the program gets played 3 times in a row. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. And I've got a couple of great radio interviews tonight. How about a couple of Jessies on the program? My good friend Jesse Blake is going to be up first in the bottom half of this hour. Then in the bottom half of hour number 2, my good friend Jesse Vaughn, who I've actually met in person when I hosted Freedom Jam USA back in September of 2023. He's going to be on the program in hour number 2. So stay tuned for that. We got a lot of good stuff coming up and lots of great music on the radio, of course, as usual. I do call it New Country's Best for a reason. I want to give all the a big shout out to all of the radio stations that replay this program. We have great stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, down-to-road-radio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Tailgate Country Radio out of Canada, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, SoundwaveRadio1.com, Hot and Funky Radio, and we are also on KDubRadio.com as well. And you can check out the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming formats like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Pandora, wherever you get your music. Just Google search the Tim Kelly Show, and you too will be listening to what I call New Country's Best. The third song in the triple play for Jason Price is called 24/6 on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Most nights I sit here alone, my favorite stool, drinking straight Patron. It's better than being home alone or so they tell me. A lady out for a little fun locked eyes with me, and I didn't run. She sat next to me and asked, so what's your story? And I told her, I've been in love till death did us part, and that just doesn't break your heart. It kills a piece. For that, there ain't no cure. She gave a girl and boy to me. I had a rich man's family, and I'd give every piece, everything I own, to have her back with me. So before you ask me for a dance in the hopes of finding some romance, and we find ourselves just a few years down the road, there's a piece of her that lives in me, and that's just the way it'll always be. So if you accept that just the way it is, I could love you 24/6. So I rambled on. I must have talked through 7 songs about all the things we used to do when she was here. Like on Sundays we'd go for our walks after church to our favorite spot, and I still go there and pray I feel her dancing around me. So before you ask me for a dance in the hopes of finding some romance, and we find ourselves just a few years down the road, there's a piece of her that lives in me. It's just the way it'll always be. So if you accept that just the way it is, love you 24/6. I know she's not here, but there's times I swear where I can feel her right beside me. So before you ask me for a dance in the hopes of finding some romance, and we find ourselves just a few years down the road, there's a piece of her that lives in me. That's just the way it'll always be. So if you accept that just the way it is, if you accept that just the way it is, I could love you 24/6.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's got to be you in your pickup truck with a painted up blonde-haired girl sitting by your side. When you open your mouth, lies are coming out. I'm the last girl that you're thinking about. Well, baby, I'm the cold hard truth if you can't bear it. Honey, if the shoe fits, go ahead and wear it. I'm tired So I've been hiding in a bunker to your latest fall from grace. You're running round on me, gave me the primer and the load. Now this powder keg you're dancing on is ready to explode. Yeah, you crumbled our foundation, built the bricks we laid by hand. Then you set loose with the wrecking ball that crushed our wedding bands. My heart's like smoking residue from the barrel of a gun, and this keg will blow your cheating heart from here to kingdom come. The first time you betrayed me, raging fireworks lit the sky like Roman candles set ablaze. You saw fire in my eyes. So you like to play with matches and watch the torch burning high. But this powder keg that you've unleashed is gonna rain down from the sky. Yeah, you crumbled our foundation, built the bricks we laid by hand. Then you set loose with the wrecking ball that crushed our wedding bands. My heart's like smoking residue from the barrel of a gun, and this keg will blow your cheating heart from here to kingdom come. Yeah, you crumbled our foundation, built the bricks we laid by hand. Then you set loose with the wrecking ball that crushed our wedding bands. My heart's like smoking residue from the barrel of a gun, and this keg will blow your cheating heart. And this keg will blow your cheating heart from here to kingdom come.
Her name is Mackenzie McKetty. That is MacKynsie. It is different. Mackenzie McKetty. That is called Powder Keg. You can check out the video to that great song on my TV channel. That is ICTV, Indie Country Television. That tab is at the top of the homepage of my website at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. And before that, the If the Shoe Fits from Mackenzie McKetty, getting ready to be all of 16 years old, and she is from McLeod, Oklahoma. I'm going to have my first radio interview tonight right after one more song from Mackenzie McKetty. Jesse Blake is going to join us on the program. This is called Like the Movies from Mackenzie McKetty on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
The silver screen betrayed me when it showed me what love was like. I had high expectations, but I got devastation when I realized it wasn't right. But then I found you, and I never knew I could feel a love like this. Our hearts fit like a glove. No one could ever love me the way that you do. 'Cause love, it's not like the movies. It's not all fairy tales, happy endings. heart's been set free. 'Cause your love is like a movie to me. My heart does flips when your fingertips just brush across my skin. If we were in Hollywood, I know they would make a movie about our love. No one is perfect, but darling, it's worth it. We'll make it out just fine. Through the trials and tribulations, you're my final destination, and I'll prove it to you tonight. 'Cause love, it's not like the movies. It's not all fairy tales, happy endings. But since I found you, my heart's been set free. 'Cause your love is like a movie to me. 'Cause your love is like a movie to me.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday, and that means that every artist on the program gets 3 songs in a row played tonight. And I've got a couple of great radio interviews. Both of the gentlemen that I'm interviewing tonight have the first name of Jesse. And first up tonight is Jesse Blake. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you having me on your show.
You're welcome. Thanks for being on the program. I appreciate having you and your music. I've been playing you for a little while, and you have 3 great songs we're going to play tonight.
Yeah. What you got in the lineup? You got New Old Outlaws.
Yep. I got New Old Outlaws, Hooks on Your Boots, and Birds of a Feather.
Birds of a Feather. Yeah.
Yes.
Played it. Yes, sir.
So we'll hear the stories behind those in just a little bit. But first of all, you are from the great state of Texas, and the country music scene is really hot down there, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. I stay busy.
Yes, you do, and that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Is country music something that you grew up listening to, and that's why you wanted to do it, or what?
I mean, I cut my teeth on Merle Haggard.
There you go. That's it.
Merle Haggard, Hank Williams, Jr., and, George Jones, that crap.
There you go. Did you happen to see the 100-year celebration of the Opry?
I don't know. It seems like I did, but if you start asking me questions about it, I may get them wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say I don't think I did.
Okay, well, it was great. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of history of the Grand Ole Opry. They just celebrated, of course, their 100th year, and 50 of those Opry members are still alive and were there that night, so that was awesome to see. And the great Randy Travis, it's a shame what happened to him that he can't sing, but boy, his eyes light up when they're performing his songs on stage. And
I heard he's going back on tour now.
Is that right? Wow.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, I hope so. I hope so one of these days. But, yeah, that's the reason you want to do music, isn't it? So we'll be playing it 25 years from now, and it becomes a classic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Nothing wrong with that. You've got some great music. In fact, Dead Man's Hand, you released in June of 2023, doing quite well. You've got songs that you released, you were telling me before we got on the air tonight, a year or two ago that are still charting, so that's great.
Well, actually, Hooks on My Boots is not on the charts. They just got it in sync as a replay song, kind of like your George Straits and stuff like that. So maybe that will become classic.
There you go. I think so. And so you've got the album is called Dead Man's Hand, and you released it last year in July. And you've got several great songs on that too. I've heard of them. Ghost and Angels, that's a great one too. And I've got that song. But these three that we're going to play tonight, the folks are absolutely going to love them. And tell me about, you was telling me you've got some brothers and sisters, stepbrothers, stepsisters. Some of them are musically inclined too.
My little brother, he played the piano before he did. He had piano lessons at a very early age. He's one of those guys that just, you hand him a Rubik's Cube and he can finish it in seconds. So it was pretty easy for him to pick up. But as far as doing something with it, basically just kind of get-togethers and stuff like that, or just sitting around at the house.
Yep, and you sing great too, and that's what I want to ask you too. Because at what point in your life did you realize that you had that voice for country music?
I never thought I had a voice for anything, to be honest with you. But some fool came along one day and said, "Man, you can sing." And I think I'd like to get my hands on that person if I could ever see him again.
I think so. Yeah.
I've been busy ever since.
That is awesome. Let me ask you this now. Do you just play there in Texas, or have you gone any further, or, to the east, or here in the Midwest? I'm in Branson, Missouri, too, so.
I'm looking to head out to the east, up in to the Missouri area. I mean, I really would love to, because of the family tree I was telling you about, Jesse James, Frank James, being a part of my family, and get up there and see the history of it all, and play some venues would be really great. If I could sneak away with just an acoustic guitar, be the trick.
Boy, we'll see if we can't help you out on that. They call Branson the live show capital of the world. This little town of 10,000 has over 58,000 theater seats right now.
Wow.
So there is a lot of potential, a lot of places to play. And I just launched recently this idea that we're going to put together called the Branson Opry. And based on the Grand Ole Opry, they just celebrated their 100th year. We're going to give birth to one here in Branson and see if we can't do an Opry-style show and invite some of the independent artists like you to come and play a Friday, Saturday night show or something.
Man, I'd love that.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. And, bring your acoustic guitar. We'll put together a house band and everything to back you up. And, man, I love the steel guitar. I love the piano, like you mentioned. There's a lot of classic country songs that have the piano in it, and it's great.
Man, I tell you what, if I could put a piano in every song and make it sound right, I'd have it in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and so that brings up this, man. I love a ballad in country music, and you've got some great music. What's your preference? Do you kind of like a little bit of everything, or what?
As far as genres, or just like styles of country?
Yeah, like what you like to make. Do you like a fast-moving song, make people want to get out on the dance floor, or do you like doing a ballad, or maybe both?
Man, I tell you what, that's a 50-50 deal. Or as that's a almost a loaded question with me. I don't really know which one I would pick over the other. I do like the upbeat, like I've got that New Old Outlaws. So I do have I'm kind of a rock country is what I do.
I love it. That's why I started.
New Old Outlaws is really fast, upbeat.
Yeah.
Hooks in My Boots is fast and upbeat. But I kind of consider that Hooks in My Boots. That's my I Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up, Garth Brooks style song.
There you go. I started this show, Triple Play Thursday, because of that. Because in these three songs that I love to play and program on this show, I love to show a different variety. Some of the songs are fast like that Garth Brooks style. And then there's other songs that you can really showcase your vocals, or that just tell the most amazing stories. And boy, country music does that, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, that one I've got on there, I'm not trying to brag because it's on my album.
Go right ahead.
It's written by one of Nashville's finest songwriters ever lived. And it tells that Ghost Angels. It tells a pretty good little story.
Yeah, I see that you have songs from Waylon Hennell and country music legends Bernie Nelson, Frank Myers on your stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah, Bernie Nelson, he wrote Daddy Never Was a Cadillac Kind. That's his claim to
Oh,
fame.
man,
So,
I love it.
25 million copies.
Mhm.
And then Frank Myers, he wrote I Swear for John Michael Montgomery.
Wow. How about that? I've been playing John Michael Montgomery's nephew, Dylan Carmichael. You probably have heard of him. He's pretty good. And then also, I'm trying to think of his son is really good too. And I've been playing him on the radio as well. So they've got that. They've got it in their family gene. Go ahead.
I think these daddies have these kids that sound just like them, and
Yeah.
they've already got a plethora of songs for them to redo, and they get to go out there and just chart it right on their first songs, go all the way to the top.
Absolutely. Yeah, Walker Montgomery is John Michael Montgomery's son. I couldn't think of his name there real quick. I got so much music and so many people to play. But yeah, Walker Montgomery, he's got a great tune and lots of great songs. So it's always a pleasure to play great music on this program. And I'm glad your promotional people found me, and we hooked up this interview, man. They're in for a treat tonight.
Yeah, well, thank you. I mean, I'm pleasure to be on here, man. Thanks for
You bet.
having me aboard.
Let me ask you this too. Songwriting is a very big talent that most of you independent artists have, and write your own material. Do you write your own stuff? Collaborate with anybody, or what?
The songs I have on my album, I've got 5 on there that I wrote myself. But I have written some songs that are going on my next album with the infamous Bernie Nelson. I've got some songs I'll be releasing, and some songs I actually wrote. It didn't make this album because I pulled them because I wasn't happy with them. Actually, the recording. Everybody told me I was a fool, but
You never know what's going to stick or what's going to resonate with folks, though, do you?
never do. The one that you think is going to be a banger, go out there and flop.
Yep.
You know.
I've said that many times, and I've talked to artists that have hundreds of songs probably in the background, and they'll finally pull out one that's 8-10 years old or something and record it, and they're like, wow, I wish I would have recorded this a long time ago, because look at what it's doing now, blowing up,
Right, yeah.
Crazy, you just never know. Tell us about this first one we're going to play, New Old Outlaws. I love the title.
New Old Outlaws. That one was written by Bernie Nelson and Waylon Hannell. That was the last song I recorded on my album. I had fought tooth and nail to get that song in there because it was pitched to me, and I hem-hauled around too long, and about a month later it got pulled off the table on me, and I was just pissed because I already had the rest of my album recorded. And after about a month of negotiations, I finally got it back, and it's the last song I needed to record to finish my album. I jumped in the car and drove to Nashville and cut that on Labor Day, actual Labor Day of 2023. And in about 30 minutes, turned around, walked out of the studio, drove back from Nashville, Tennessee to Weatherford, Texas.
Wow, is that right? Man, that is crazy good. 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And, I talk about that all the time. The song's 3 minutes and 51 seconds long. It takes a lot longer to put that thing together, but, 30 minutes is pretty good.
Well, the thing was that I had it for probably 2 months. And I'd learned the song front and back. I could sing in my sleep. And
yeah.
So when I got to the studio, it always helps you get to the studio if you go in there, if you know the lyrics,
Yep.
They've already got the track laid, and you can put it down pretty quick.
Yeah. And when you're putting your own original music out there to the folks, you can really put your heart and soul to it, And, of course, I know these artists and you, too, like to do a lot of covers out there in their shows, and folks love those, too. But, putting your heart and soul into somebody else's words may be a little bit more difficult for you. I don't know. You've got the singing talent, that's for sure.
Well, I've always said, I can't wait to, well, not that I can't wait. Back in the day, I used to take requests off Facebook, and that's what, playing all kinds of music. I figured I'd do that just to, broaden my horizons as far as being able to play different styles of music instead of just the ones I wanted to play.
Right.
I got in the rut of having to sing everybody else's songs, and I was like, man, this is not what I want to do. So was saying, hey, you need to get the record studio. So I was like, man, I can't wait to record my own stuff so I can just be me.
Yeah. You know, that's what we're missing in country music today is that authenticity of you being you. You know, you hear that growing up. They tell you to be yourself, be authentic and all of that. And that's exactly what we want to hear on the radio now. And those people that are keeping real traditional country music alive as well. And you're doing that too as well.
Yeah. You know, when George Strait song comes out, you know, Troubadour or Fire I Can't Put Out, they want to hear George Strait.
Yeah.
You need to sound as close to him as you can, not try to reinvent it, because I just don't think that it does the song any justice and turn the crowd against you.
I totally agree, man. That is good stuff right there. We're going to play Jesse Blake, and then we're going to come back and talk some more to him on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, and this is called New Old Outlaws on this Triple Play Thursday.
69 Hemi sitting out in the field. That damn sure was a fine automobile. Now it's heaped up knee deep in farmland mud. Somebody's dreams all covered in rust. 383 and 4 on the floor. They ain't making any new old outlaws anymore. Bonnie and Clyde took to robbing them banks, all for them to just make a name. Then John Law one day cut them down, let their blood soaking up that Louisiana ground. 200 bullet holes in that 34 Ford. They ain't making any new old outlaws anymore. Come on, boys, let's get it. Johnny Paycheck and Billy Joe Schaefer had a run-in or two with those Texas Rangers. Waylon and Willie broke every damn rule. Now all those naysayers are saying they were cool. They don't put out a record like they did in 74. No, they don't. And they ain't making any new old outlaws anymore. Now you can call me crazy, you can call me a fool. I'm just too country, too old school. I ain't no Hank Williams, I ain't no Johnny Cash. You don't like my music, you can kiss my ass. I'm gonna play my songs like they did before. 'Cause they ain't making any new old outlaws anymore. 69 Amy sitting out in the field. Billy Joe Schaefer was a badass deal.
His name is Jesse Blake. That is called New Old Outlaws, and that is a great song, man. Congratulations on that one. That's going to do quite well.
I appreciate it. That one's actually already run its course as far as the charts go. It was the first one that broke into the 20s for me. It made it to number 26.
Well, it just made it to 8 countries around the world. So,
Right?
eight radio stations. You know, country music is universal, and they love you guys in these other countries. And if we weren't putting it out there to the world by pushing play on this music, they may not never hear it. So it may start charting again. Watch out.
Man, I tell you what, over there in New Zealand is where I'm somebody in New Zealand. I may not be in the United States, but they love my stuff over there. I tuned in for a radio interview, and at the end of the show, there's 5,632,000 people.
Is that right? That is my second biggest country, other than the United States, that listens to this program on a format I'm on called Zeno FM. I don't know what it is, man. They listen to the Tim Kelly Show for 400 to 500 hours a month over there. I don't listen to me that long.
they play the music a little different over there. If the stations overseas get a hold of your music, it's by request only. They only play request songs.
Wow.
And every day I get 1 to 2 notices from Galaxy 107.
Uh-huh.
What song has been requested and what time they're going to play it.
How about that?
Off my album, I'm like, man, they're going to run out of songs in 2 months.
You know, I had this young gentleman I just interviewed. He's 13 years young, and his grandpa's dropping him off at the school bus. And I'm getting ready to interview him. And his grandpa, I played him the Friday night before the interview that we did. And his grandpa's sitting there, and he starts firing up the radio because he knew that I'd already played him. And he goes, listen to this. And he hears his song come on the radio. He's giving me shout-outs and thank yous. And right back, you know, you hear my voice doing the same for him. And so it's a pretty cool thing when you're either maybe you sitting in your car going somewhere or going to a gig or whatever, and you hear yourself on the radio. That's a pretty good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And then at the same time, when it first started for me, my hands would get all clammy, my heart started skipping beats, and I started sweating. I was going, oh my gosh, do I really sound like that?
Uh-huh. Yep, that's a great feeling though. You know, I still get nervous doing these interviews. I'm 13 years into doing this radio show. Sometimes, you know, I'm, just have those days. But I'm not nervous talking to you, man. This has been fun.
That means it's still working. You're still getting a little nervous about it.
That's right, absolutely. Hooks on My Boots. That's the next song we're going to play. I've played this one a few times. It's great as well. Tell us about it.
I used to ride bulls. I almost had my pro card. By the time I was 21, I actually put in for it, and I needed a couple more points, and I got a wreck on a bull, a good wreck. And I thought, this may not be for me.
Yeah,
he tore me up pretty good.
Oh man,
and so that was 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wrote the song about a year and a half ago. About 2 years ago, I guess is what it was. And you can tell, and I get a lot of shows off of it at rodeos and these bull rider events and stuff. Everybody likes it. Those bull riders come to me and say, you used to ride bulls, didn't you? I said, how'd you know that? He goes, well, anybody that wrote the song had to know what they were doing.
Yeah. How about that? You wanted to do something you could last a little longer than 8 seconds, so you made a 2-minute, 41-second song at least, huh?
Yeah, it's that one made it to number 33 on the charts.
Awesome.
It stayed on the charts for 26 weeks. New Outlaw stayed on the charts 34 weeks.
Wow.
So 2 songs I got to release in a year and two months. But that's the first song that I wrote and released professionally, and I was actually excited to see it make it as far as it did.
Those PBR events are fun to watch. I know they're not fun for you guys if you get bucked off and really have that bad wreck, you know, and we saw that happen too. The guy got knocked out. And Johnny Morris, the guy that owns Bass Pro Shops, not too far from where I'm at here in Branson, started this PBR rodeo arena that he built south of Branson. It's called Thunder Ridge. You'll have to look that up. He's having concerts out there. He just had the Rolling Stones out there. Garth Brooks started out there when he opened up. He had 3 shows in a row with Garth Brooks, and Alabama's coming there on May the 25th on Memorial Day weekend.
Garth Brooks, funny story is when I got done recording my album, Tim Lewis, his manager, whenever he started out before he retired, came over to the recording studio at the Omni Sounds, and he listened to my whole album. And got her on video, listened to it. When she got done, she stood up and said, when they get done mastering those songs, send them all over to me. I want to listen to them again.
There you go. I love it.
They were a little slow in getting them mastered, so I didn't end up signing with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hooks on My Boots, and then Birds of a Feather. Birds of a Feather, listen to the Tim Kelly Show. How about that segue?
On that, say that again, I'm sorry.
I said, how about Birds of a Feather? They listen to the Tim Kelly Show. How about that segue?
That one right there, yeah. About the same, yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about Birds of a Feather. You write it?
I wrote that one. They say some of the best songs ever written are from life's experiences.
Yep.
And I'm going to let everybody listen to the song, but I never experienced anything like this in my life. So it was I'm just kidding. It was a bad relationship.
Mm-hmm.
One of those relationships where you stay in it, but you need to get out of it because you know it ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. Yep.
Part of the verse is in there. It says, when you keep doing the same, it's evident, but insanity wasn't what we meant.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I wrote that song. It's a little fun, upbeat song. It fills the dance floor. Every time you pull that song out, whether it's acoustic or full band, people climb on the dance floor for that. A little fast, upbeat song. I call it my George Strait song.
Yeah.
There's faster, upbeat ones, but it's catchy.
Yep.
And it's what everybody likes about it. Everybody wanted me to release that song first off my album, and I went against it because Ed Spacek, Sissy Spacek's brother, was my promoter at the time, and he ruled against it and said we need to release Hooks on My Boots.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know she had a brother that was a music promoter.
He used to work with Liberace to tell you how long he's been in the
Is
industry.
that right? Man, I watched Coal Miner's Daughter with her as in the starring role in that.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yep.
Showing my age a little bit, too. You've been fun to talk to, Jesse Blake. Thanks for doing this today, and let's do this again real soon. And I hope you have a great summer. And if you do have a summertime song or make one, be sure to reach out, and we'll definitely have you back on.
Well, hello to everyone in Branson, Missouri, and I look forward to coming up there and hopefully playing some shows. And
Sounds good.
And thanks for having me.
You are welcome. Where can folks find you on social media if they want to check out more of your music and the stories behind these songs?
My music, I'm on 150 plus streaming platforms. I mean, every platform out there has me on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in countries in about 10,000 country radio stations across the nation.
Okay.
And then Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the main ones right there. But hopefully I'll be coming up there before too long, get to play some shows up there.
That sounds great, man. It's been a pleasure having you on. And his name, Jesse, is Jessie, by the way. So be sure to add that to Jesse Blake. And then in the next hour, I've got another Jesse Vaughn, who you're going to love his music as well. So stay tuned for that. Jesse Blake, Hooked on My Boots on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Drew the son of Satan out to shoot number 5. Put my hooks on my boots, getting ready to ride. Fastened up my shafts, got my mouthpiece checked. Put it on in case I get in a wreck. Flat vest zip, cause it's the rules. Gotta have protection when you're riding these bulls. Say a little prayer before I climb on his back. Got the armor of God as I settle inside. And I'm on the son of Satan and I'm ready to ride. Yeah, I'm a cowboy and I can't wait for old homeboy to pull the chute gate. Gonna hold him for ransom on an 8-second run. Got my hooks on my boots, gonna have a little fun. The gate peels open, he blows straight north like a screaming volcano trying to get a divorce. Fire hot lava burning in his eyes. He turns to his left, I open up on his right. He's left in the well as he gets turned up. Good Lord Almighty, little Satan can buck. My hook's dug in on his left hand side. My free hand will work working from side to side. Yeah, I'm a cowboy and that's what's up. I can ride the hair off anything that can buck. With my hand in my glove and my rope pulled tight. I'm 4 seconds in on an 8-second ride. He backs me off a rope, has my arm locked out. No doubt about it, trying to jerk me down. To shuffle my feet, get back into position in the middle of his back is where I'll be sitting. He starts a barrel roll over to his right. I let my hooks go to grab another bite. The crowd goes wild as the buzzer makes sound. I tip my hat to Satan as I step to the ground. I'm a cowboy, got my number on my back and 5 knuckles in on a suicide rap. Got my mind made up for that 8-second time. Got my hooks on my boots and I'm ready to ride. Let's go, boys! Yeah, I'm a cowboy and that's all day. Truck bed full of trophies, can't close the tailgate. On the son of Satan with the tools of the trade. One time, got my shafts buckled on and my number on my back. With my vest zipped up, got my mouthpiece in my hand and my glove. With my rope pulled tight, got my armor of God and my hat pulled down. With my mind dialed in on an 8-second clock. Got my hooks on my boots and I'm ready to rock.
Best in New Country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
That morning sun burns away the night. Early every morning we take flight, making a life together with all our friends. We built our love out on a limb. Now we can't seem to find that tree again. When the rich run deep, you can weather any sin. But when they run shallow, you'll never know who will be the first one to go. Birds of a feather flock together. I can't see where you are right now. We parted ways when we ran into weather. I'd love to catch up with you somehow. When your wings are wet, you can never fly. And that's the way you were the other night. You broke down and you began to cry. And I never understood the reason why. Till I found you took flight with another man. Now to take you back, I understand. 'Cause I met someone else you'll never know. That we made love a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, birds of a feather flock together. I can't see where you are right now. We parted ways when we ran into weather. I'd love to catch up with you somehow. We can't stay away, I must confess. Even though our love life's a mess. When you keep doing the same, it's evident. But insanity wasn't what we meant. Yeah, birds of a feather flock together. But I can't see where you are right now. We parted ways when we ran into weather. And I'd love to catch up with you somehow. Yeah, birds of a feather flock together. we ran into weather. I'd love to catch up with you somehow.
That is called Birds of a Feather. His name is Jesse Blake, and Jessie on Jesse Blake. And check him out all over social media. He is fantastic, and I love that song, Birds of a Feather. Do listen to the Tim Kelly Show, and I'm glad you all are tuned in tonight on this Triple Play Thursday. We've got another great hour of the best in new country music coming right up, and we've also got another interview with another artist by the name of Jesse. That is going to be Jesse. His name is Jesse Vaughn, and I met him when I got to host Freedom Jam USA in St. Louis, Missouri on September 30th of 2023. Yes, I remember it, every bit of it. It was fantastic. We're going to relive those moments, and we're going to talk to Jesse Vaughn coming up at the bottom half of this next hour. My good friend Lee Sims from Colorado is going to kick off this hour with 3 great songs. The first one is called I'm the One That Ain't Coming Back, from Lee Sims on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Well, I left the night you left me. I've been gone now for a while. Been palling round with the blues and drinking like it's going out of style. I didn't take a car, I didn't take a bus, I didn't take a plane. I've just been laying low, trying to get over this pain. 1,000 times I've thought it over, told myself I was over you. Never been this far gone before. I don't know where this old road is heading to. I feel just like a lonesome whistle blowing down a one-way track. Yeah, you're the one that's gone, but I'm the one that ain't coming back. Well, I sleep down on the sofa, but I can't say that I really rest. I get to work late every morning. My boss says I'm a mixed up mess. I burned up your letters, threw away your pictures, and tore that phone off the wall. But I would have torn up my pride if only you would have called. 1,000 times I've thought it over, told myself I was over you. Never been this far gone before. I don't know where this old road is heading to. I feel just like a lonesome whistle blowing down a one-way track. Yeah, you're the one that's gone, but I'm the one that ain't coming back. I feel just like a lonesome whistle blowing down a one-way track. Yeah, you're the one that's gone, but I'm the one that ain't coming back. Yeah, you're the one that's gone, but I'm the one that ain't coming back.
Number 2.
If you think I'm gonna be like all the others before you met me, those other clowns, I've gotta warn you now, I'm gonna let you down. If you're sure it's gonna fall apart and you're only waiting for me to break your heart, thinking that's what love's about, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. Suspecting that I'm only here to whisper sweet words in your ear just for tonight, I've got to tell you now, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down.
His name is Lee Sims. He is a great friend of mine. He is from the state of Colorado, and that is a great song. I love playing that one. It is called I'm Gonna Let You Down. My name is Tim Kelly. I am not gonna let you down. I've got another great radio interview, in fact, coming up, and so stick around for that. Jesse Vaughn is going to join us on the program tonight. You're going to get to hear the stories behind his great songs as well, and we got lots more great country music. Triple plays for everybody tonight. They get 3 songs in a row all show long. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. This next song has a great video to it. You can check it out on my TV channel. That is ICTV, Indie Country Television. The song is Wyoming Wind from Lee Sims on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
He had to go. She stayed behind. He was the best in the world at one time. She couldn't hold him. Lord knows she tried. A rodeo man always needs one more ride. She sits alone and stares at her ring, then walks out at night and cries when she sings. Wyoming wind, you're so much like him. everything there is to see. Wyoming wind, if you come across him, bring him back home to me. It was harder this time than ever before. She longed for the sound of his key in the door. When she got the call, it cut like a knife. A Bronco Cheyenne had taken his life. His final words, with his dying breath, said, "Scatter my ashes, let the wind do the rest." Wyoming wind, you're so much like him. You're wild and you're free, like that old tumbleweed. You've been everywhere, you've seen everything there is to see. Wyoming wind, if you come across him, bring him back home to me. Wyoming wind, if you come across him, bring him back home to me.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
You can watch the sunset when you're disappointed. You don't have to drive yourself insane. You can count your blessings instead of second guessing. We've all been there and made mistakes. Take a breath, calm the voice that says this isn't meant for me. 'Cause in the end, you have no choice, so dive in. Count 1, 2, 3. Where would we be if we gave up whenever we fell down? If every little thing became a mountain too high, we wouldn't dare climb. Where would we be now? Where would we be if we kept quiet when we should be loud? We couldn't hold on to all of the dreams we were chasing when they called us crazy. Where would we be? Where would we be now? What's the perfect time to start to live your life? When is it my turn? Did I miss the sign? Thinking things would fall right into perfect place. Wasn't I in for a surprise? Take a breath, calm the voice that says this isn't meant for me. 'Cause in the end, you have no choice, so dive in. Count 1, 2, 3. Where would we be if we gave up whenever we fell down? If every little thing became a mountain too high, we wouldn't dare climb. Where would we be? and that won't ever change. You can take a risk of missing all this. It's scary either way. Where would we be if we gave up whenever we fell down? If every little thing became a mountain too high we wouldn't dare climb. Where would we be now? Where would we be if we kept quiet when we should be loud? We couldn't hold on to all of the dreams we were chasing when they called us crazy. Where would we be? Where would we be if we kept quiet when we should be loud? And couldn't hold on to all of the dreams we were chasing. They called us crazy. Where would we be now? Where would we be now? Where would we be?
Song number 2.
Restless from the start, impatience in my heart, thinking if I slow down, I might fall apart. Red lights don't exist, rules are hit or miss. When the dust has settled, I can see the mess I've left. Look at what we've been through. They say it makes you stronger, but what if we break? What if I never had to learn these lessons and spend all these years falling in and out of love? Was it worth all the pain and heartache and making every mistake? Will we ever learn? Will we ever learn? Will we ever learn? Will we ever learn? Foolish games we played, thinking we'd escaped. We can't see the scars now. Luckily they fade. Can't go back in time. No, we can't hit rewind. Just keep on moving and hope it stays behind. Look at what we've been through. They say it makes you stronger. What if we break? What if I never had to learn these lessons and spend all these years falling in and out of love? Was it worth all the pain and heartache and making every mistake? Will we ever learn? Will we ever learn? Will we ever learn? Will we ever learn? Look at what we've been through. They say it makes you stronger. But what if we break? What if I never had to learn these lessons? Spend all these years falling in and out of love. Was it worth all the pain and heartache and making every mistake? Will we ever learn? 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 Will we ever learn?
She is making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. Her name is Dana Powell, and that is called Will We Ever Learn? And before that, Where Would We Be? Where would we be without great music like her? Dana Powell on the Tim Kelly Show. She is going to be my special guest coming up on another Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show on June the 26th. Check out my full live upcoming interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage of my website at KICR Indie Country IndyCountryRadio.com. After one more song from Dana Powell, we're going to have our second great radio interview tonight. Jesse Vaughn is going to join us on the program, and you're going to get to hear the stories behind his 3 songs as well. Of course, I'm in the Show Me State, Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. The third song for Dana Powell is called You Show Me on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Never would have believed it till I saw with my own eyes. Head in the clouds, thinking everyone is on my side. Thought I could do this on my own. Didn't know what could go wrong. You say I'm not alone, so I won't lose hope, won't lose sight of all the beauty in this life. But there are times when it's hard to see. But then you show me. You show me. So many nights I just lie there, staring into space, spinning around, trying to figure out how to leave this place. It took so long to see, but I had to do the best for me. I know I'm not alone, so I won't lose hope, won't lose sight of all the beauty in this life. But there are times when it's hard to see. But then you show me. You show me. You show me. It took so long to see, but I had to do what was best for me. And I am not alone, so I won't lose hope, won't lose sight. There's so much beauty in this life, but there are times when it's hard to see. But I won't lose hope, won't lose sight of all the beauty in this life. There are times when it's so hard to see. But then you show me. You show me. You show me.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndyCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday, and that means every artist on the program gets 3 songs in a row played, and you get to hear the stories behind the songs as well. We've had one Jesse on the program. We're going to bring on our second Jesse. His name is Jesse Vaughn. How are you, my friend?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. We met at Freedom Jam USA back in 2023, September the 30th, when I hosted Freedom Jam, and got to introduce you to that stage. That was a great show.
Yeah, it was, man. It was fun.
Yeah, you performed very well, man. I love your sound, and that's how you got on that stage. Brian Judy found you and asked you to perform at Freedom Jam, and we had a great, great time. Great tribute show for our veterans as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a good time.
Yeah, you're in Ellsbury, Missouri. That's just kind of north and west of St. Louis. That's where we were doing the show at, and it was great to meet you in person. Your mom, Michelle, she's fantastic as well. We got to meet and hang out a little bit and listen to you play some great country music. We're going to do the same tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. So tell us your story in country music and kind of how you got started.
Well, when I was about 10, I had this cheap old guitar, and I didn't know how to play it, so I'd tune it wrong and play it with my thumbs sitting on my lap.
Uh-huh.
And my uncle, he played guitar, and I went to showing him one day, and he said, well, if you're going to play it, you're going to learn to play it right. So he got me a guitar for Christmas and taught me 3 chords, and I just kind of picked it up from there, and I started playing at the church and nursing homes and stuff like that in about the 5th grade, about 10 years old, and since then it just kind of grew, and more people asked for me to come play at their places and different bars and stuff like that, so I've been singing at bars and stuff since I was about 14, and it's just kind of grew from there.
You're past the callous hands part and all of that pain that comes with learning how to play, I bet, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I got grooves in my fingers all the time.
The whole time. Well, you play some groovy music with it, too.
Well, appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Your new song, Point of View, I've been playing it a little bit. This is going to be the 3rd time, actually, that it's aired on my show, and we're going to put you on 10 other radio stations around the country and around the world tonight. How about that?
Good deal. That sounds good.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you mentioned 3 chords. That's what they call country music, 3 chords and the truth. But it is also universal. They love it in these other countries that the radio program is syndicated on. Belgium and Germany you're going out to, Ireland, Sweden. They asked for my show, and they've been around since 1979. I couldn't believe that.
Wow.
So, yeah, and kind of an older radio station, probably before you were born, huh?
Oh, probably so.
But you're a young man, but you're also talented, and I love the diversity in country music, and especially the kind of diversity that it brings in this independent community that we're in. You know, you're not signed to a major label, and you know, getting your music out there is really important to you, and you're doing it full time now. You told me too, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. That is good stuff. Now, let me ask you this, too. I know your mom promotes you like crazy, and she's the one that set up this interview. It's a pretty cool feeling when your family's backing you 150%.
Oh, yeah. No, I couldn't ask for any better.
That is awesome.
Family and parents to do that because, man, they're behind it 100%. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Even though we met in Freedom Jam, you know, and watched you perform, let me ask you, because I don't know this, do you have any brothers and sisters? And if so, are they musically inclined like Jesse?
I have 2 sisters, and they can both sing, but they won't do it all the time. They get a little shy sometimes. One of them sings a little more. I call her up on stage sometimes when we do a couple songs.
Yep.
And the other sister, she only does karaoke at the bar when she's feeling it.
Well, you started off awful young. Did you go through that stage fright phase, though, too?
Yeah, I still get it sometimes.
Do you still get it sometimes? Yeah. And
sometimes go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, you know, is it a bigger venue or the little ones, the more intimate ones that scare you?
It's the smaller ones when there ain't as many people.
Yeah, isn't that something? I would have guessed that. You know, that's probably true because you know their audience is right there in front of you, isn't it?
Yeah. If there's only a few of them you got to please, and if you don't please one of them, then
right. But isn't it a neat thing when they know your original music? If you've been doing this for a while, like you have, and you know they're singing along to your original songs or even requesting it.
It is a cool feeling. It's cool. I've had a couple times where people have come up and asked for my songs or something when I'm playing somewhere. Like, why don't you play this one, or do you know this one? And they'll kind of grin and ask if I know my song. Well, yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a cool feeling.
Awesome. Who are some of the artists that maybe influenced you in the world of country music, names that we might know? Stuff you maybe listened to on the radio or what?
Hank Williams, quite a bit when I was younger, and Johnny Cash, all those kind of guys, all the older style music.
Yeah.
Influenced me a lot when I first started. And then, you know, for a couple of years when I first started playing around places, all I'd sing was Hank Williams and Johnny Cash and all that. And then I kind of started getting a little wider horizons, I guess you could say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now it's a little more like the Eagles. I'll sing really all kinds of stuff, a diversity of music.
Yeah.
I like it all.
I'm the same way, you know, that 90s country is what kind of got me into wanting to do country radio, but, you know, I love that diversity too. I love the 80s. That's what I started DJing when I was in broadcasting school, and we could bring our own vinyl back then, and of course we know vinyl's making a comeback now, but, you know, those vinyl records of Chicago and REO Speedwagon and Journey and all that good stuff, yeah, I love that. So, We hear a lot of those genres now, rock and roll and all that, getting kind of incorporated into country, don't we?
Yeah, a little bit there.
Yeah, we do. And so that's awesome. Point of View is a brand new song that we've been playing a couple of times. We're going to start with it. Kind of tell us the story behind it, and then we'll play it for the folks.
Well, I was just, trying to write a song one night, and it don't ever really seem like it comes easy,
Mm-hmm.
It seems like if I try and sit down and write a song, it'll take months if I'm trying. But sometimes you'll just have a thought, and then you can sit down and write a song in 20 minutes. And that's what happened with this one.
Wow.
I don't know. I was sitting there. It probably wasn't the best day ever. I don't really remember for sure. But I was sitting down. I'm like, well, sometimes you just need a better point of view at things. And just kind of started listing stuff off and wrote a song about it. And that's kind of how that one came to be. It really wasn't all that complex.
Wow.
But
that is amazing. I hear that all the time, songs, take forever. Some of them, I've had one lady here recently tell me that song been on the back burner since the 90s. And, holding on to it for nearly 30 years. And then she releases it and she's like, wow, we started recording this or released this a long time ago. Folks are loving it,
right.
And that's sometimes the reception that you get. Well, Point of View is great, man. From my point of view, from listening point of view, I loved it. And I know in about 30 seconds if it's great to put on the radio, but I've heard you sing, so I knew you were great.
Well, thank you very much.
You bet. Now, let me ask you, you started playing at a young age. At what point vocally did you want to start singing, or did somebody tell you should start singing, your mom or somebody like that, or what?
No, I always enjoyed it, really.
Mm-hmm.
Since before I could play the guitar, I always loved to sing.
Yeah.
And could hear it, sort of. And, like, when I would sing, I'd be like, hey, that don't sound half bad. But I was still shy. I'd never sing in front of anybody.
Yeah.
Me and my dad used to ride down the road, and we'd be singing in the car together because he could sing too. But every once in a while, he'd turn off the radio and try and catch us singing.
Right.
And I don't know if that's where the shyness came from or what, but.
Man, I'll tell you, when we was at Freedom Jam, the headliner was the son of the great Keith Whitley and Lori Morgan, Jesse Keith Whitley. He wasn't too shy, was he?
Yeah, no, man, and that's another one of you ask about influences. Keith Whitley, man, he's
yeah,
one of the greatest. I don't know if you've ever heard of Zach Top or not, but man,
I have.
He's kind of bringing it back.
Sounds like the radio. He hit it big with that song, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and, just this morning I looked at the ACMs, the 60th year of the ACM Awards. Reba's going to be hosting. Zach Top is up for some of those awards. They just announced some of the nominations. So he's one of those young people, as well as you, that are keeping real country music alive and traditional country music. I thank you for doing that, man.
Man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's gonna keep on trying.
Guys like you is exactly what the country music needs. We see so much of it, and you probably do too, and time the CMA awards come around, what happened to real country music and things like that. It's still out there. You just got to know where to look, huh?
Yeah, you just got to find it.
Yep. Programs like this and Jesse Vaughn getting on it. That's where it's at, folks. We're going to play Point of View, and then we're going to come back and talk about another great song and perfect title for what we're talking about. It's called Old School Country. Jesse Vaughn makes that, too. We're going to play his song Point of View right now on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
I've been sitting, thinking, sipping, trying to make some good for myself. But today it ain't the way to go, it ain't the easy thing to do. And anytime I try to go and settle down, I end up raising hell. Then I guess that you could say that I just need a better point of view. So here's to me, I slowly whisper softly, and I don't know what to think, what to do. How many times can I try to say I'm sorry, and I guess I need a better point of view. I've been wondering, driving up all night and sleep deprived on where to be. Ran to the door frame, that's just one more thing to knock me off the wall. Walked into the room and hit the bed, she started getting mad at me. Now I'm trying, but she knows I'm lying. Now I'm sitting wishing she would call. So here's me, I slowly whisper softly, and I don't know what to think, what to do. How many times can I try to say I'm sorry? And I guess I need a better point of view. And I guess I need a better point of view.
His name is Jesse Vaughn. That's his latest single out to radio. It is called Point of View, and you just heard the story behind it. Great song, and man, you're a great writer too, brother.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us a little bit about that. I love talking about the songwriting and your writing style. Are you kind of more lyric-based? And since you play the guitar, do you have to hear the hook first and kind of put that together, or what? Or maybe it's a combination of both?
It's different every time, really. You know, sometimes I'll be sitting somewhere and I'll get an idea in my head or a tune in my head, and I'll pick up my guitar and I'll start writing something. You know, I like to try and get a chorus first and then write around that. But sometimes it happens, you know, just the complete opposite than that. You know, just start out with a couple words and just write it from there. You know, so a lot of times it's when I'm half asleep and I'll get an idea and then I can't sleep till I finish the song.
That's what I was going to ask. Are you one of those that wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm like, man, I better write this down. This was just in my head and I can't sleep until I, you know, at least write that down.
Sometimes, yeah, it happens.
It's interesting about that. You know, creative minds don't get much sleep, do they?
I guess not.
I guess not. Me, I'm the same way. I know I don't get much. You got maybe an opportunity to do a co-write with somebody. Has that ever come across, or are you open to that, or what?
Yeah. So Old School Country, I co-wrote with Bill White.
There you go.
And that was the first song I ever really wrote or anything. You know, that wasn't just a bunch of nothing. But we went down there and he had the first part of it wrote out. And we kind of went from there on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about the only one I've co-wrote was with him, and that's Old School Country. But yeah, I'm not opposed to it at all.
If it's the Bill White that I know of, and maybe I'm friends with him, it's WHYTE, isn't that right?
Yeah, out of Nashville. Yep, that's him.
That's him. Awesome. I love it.
Cool little. He went to the same. He was from Ellsbury.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. He graduated school from Ellsbury.
Wow. Small world and small town, huh?
Yeah.
So you born and raised there then, probably, huh?
Yeah, my whole life.
Wow. A lot of inspiration to write about country music in those small towns growing up. We hear a lot of that on the radio. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So that brings up this question, and you're full-time doing country music, and you told me when you're, you know, especially during the week when you're not doing any gigs in the middle of the week, you got to find stuff to do, and you probably do. What do you like to do away from music, though, for fun?
Oh, a little bit of everything. I like to, you know, ride around, just find different stuff to do, like to fish a little bit, hunt a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Play a little poker on the weeknights sometimes.
Nice. Okay.
And just play a little pool, just a little bit of everything, really. You know, when you ain't got nothing to do during the week, you got to really find stuff to do.
You bet. Taylor Reese, she's the daughter of Travis Tritt. She's 25 years old, and that's about how long he's been in the world of country music, maybe a little bit longer. You know, their kids are doing it now, kids and grandkids. She's got a song out called Texas Hold Him.
Oh, really?
Yep, I love playing that one, too. It's really good. You have to check it out.
Yeah.
It's kind of a twist on that Texas Hold'em poker that they do down there.
Yeah.
So good stuff. Old school country. I love that one. Tell us about it.
Well, like I said, when me and Bill White co-wrote it, and we went down, and he had been, I guess, researching me or whatever, because, you know, the first half of the song that he wrote was about me, and I didn't understand how he'd come to know that much about me, but he did. And so he had the first part wrote out, and he said, let's write the second part, and that's when I kind of started learning how to write songs, because before that, I never really knew, you know, and so he kind of showed me the ropes, and, you know, the stuff you want to look for and the stuff you want to do when you're writing a song.
Right.
And, yeah, we just kind of went from there based off of, like, my life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's how that one came to be.
Nice. You know, it's interesting, too, when you get a co-write like that, and especially somebody that's got a big social media following, and I'll just give you one example. You know, Audra McLaughlin was there at Freedom Jam USA. She was on season number 6 of NBC's The Voice on Team Blake. And she's got a pretty good size following. So you do a co-write with somebody like that, you get to share in their social media too, because, you know, that song, she's going to share it and you're going to share it. And you both get to kind of share the social media benefits of that too. And all their fans and people downloading it and streaming it and all that. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So let me ask you this. What's your dream gig, an artist that you would like to maybe either do a duet with or maybe be open for that you haven't had a chance, some big name?
Oh, probably. I don't know. I always kind of like Billy Strings. Billy Strings and Tyler Childers.
Okay.
Zach Top, people like that.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, the ones that don't really have the newer sound, got the more traditional sound and stuff like that. You know, it's hard to say. There's so many that come to mind when you ask that. So many that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know. Female-wise, maybe, who would you like to do a duet with that you think might just fit your voice, or a song that you might have in particular, whether it be yours or a cover song?
Yeah, Lainey Wilson's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that at all.
There you go. She is really good. CMA Entertainer of the Year 2 years ago, and she's up for some ACM awards. I saw that they, again, just came out today. So, yeah, she's right up there. She's a pretty good actor. Yeah. She's a pretty good actor, too. She's in that series of Yellowstone. She's pretty good.
I've seen that. Yeah, she is pretty good.
Yeah. You know, a lot of movies and stuff have been made because of country music. You never know when a song's going to resonate to that point, and they make a movie out of it, huh?
Right. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, wouldn't it? If we're talking about Jesse Vaughn's music 25, 30 years from now, that would be all right, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd be fine with
it. You could be old school, huh?
Yeah.
By the time that happened, yep, absolutely. The third one that we're going to play for your triple play is going to kick off the top of the next hour. Something Brings Me Down. What would that be about?
Oh, you know, that was the first song I ever really wrote, all by myself, and that was one of the ones that came in about 20 minutes. I was sitting there thinking, man, I got to write a song, because I was singing all covers and stuff like that. I was like, man, I got to write a song. So I started off, that was one of the ones I started off with the chorus.
Yeah.
And just kind of wrote a song around the chorus. And it's sort of a story song, about maybe a barfly or a drunk or something. Maybe not necessarily a drunk, but a barfly. He's leaving this town. He's going down to Nashville to do whatever, write his songs or whatever. And he gets there and he gets hung up in the bar. Everywhere he goes, something brings him down, so he's got to have a drink. And so it's kind of a story song in a way.
Okay. I love it. My first experience in Nashville was back in 2008. A buddy of mine had a son, and he was going to go cut a record, and he was 17 at the time. So he asked me if I'd go with him, and this was back in 2008 when I was working a service advisor for a Ford dealership. This was before I started this radio show and everything. And, I didn't know if, or nobody knew if Ford was going to take the buyout and GM and all that like Chrysler and all them did. So they laid me off. I'm drawing unemployment. I'm like, yeah, I'll go to Nashville with you. And we ended up finding jobs staining concrete and that kind of stuff too while we were there. But we went to this bar on the north end of Broadway, and everybody knows what it is now. It's called Losers Bar and Grill. And George Strait's former manager that just passed away, Irv Woolsey, was part owner of that. And so these guys used to come in there with their guitars, and they would sit up at the bar, and they would order beer, and they would have their notepads. This is before cell phones and these iPads and all that really took off. And they would sit there as published songwriters and write songs and drink beer. And I thought, man, what a cool way to make a living.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, yeah, that is awesome. And, yeah, if you ever get a publishing deal, man, that would be the way to make you a few bucks too, you know, and write for not only yourself, but other people, you know, and I don't know if you've thought about that, but, you know, you're probably not opposed to some of them bigger names like a Zach Top picking up a Jesse Vaughn song either, huh?
No, I'm not opposed to that at all.
That would be cool, wouldn't it? So, yeah, where can folks find Jesse Vaughn if they want to reach out and find more of your music, man? Because it's awesome.
Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube, really any music platform they can find. You know, I've only got 3 out so far, but I've got 11 more I just recorded in Nashville with Crystal Gale's son, actually, is the one recording the song.
Wow, okay.
But, yeah, so I've got 11 more that are going to be coming out over the next few months.
Okay.
And so, yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, stuff like that. They can find it all there.
There you go. Well, your mom knows how to hit me up and with your new music, and we'll definitely have it on the radio for you. That would be awesome. And it has been a pleasure having you on the program tonight, man. We've met in person before we actually did our first radio interview, and that usually don't happen. How about that?
Well, I appreciate you having me, man.
You are welcome. It's been a treat. And Jesse Vaughn does not have an I in Jesse. Jesse Blake does, the previous interview that I did. So that's the difference between these two guys. And you're both unique in your own way. Your music is great. Keep doing your thing, my friend, and we'll see you on the radio for sure.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. This is called Old School. Jesse Vaughn on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Got an old Chevy truck with a rusty tailgate. Go to the fishing hole down by the lake, and I guess that's just the old school country in me. Got a Spotify list I love to crank, filled with Willie, Merle, Haggard, and Hank. But I guess that's just the old school country in me. And I bow my head every time I say grace for the blessings on my dinner plate. And I'm hand over heart every time old glory waits. I guess that's just the old school country in me. Well, I love rock and roll, but if it's all the same, I'd rather sing something with a little bit of twang. And I guess that's just the old school country in me. Well, I'm pretty easy going, but I'll tell you right now, you push me around, I'll stand my ground. I guess that's just the old school country in me. And I bow my head every time I say grace for the blessings on my dinner plate. And I'm hand over heart every time old glory waits. And I guess that's just the old school country in me. My head every time I say grace for the blessings on my dinner plate. And I'm hand over heart every time old glory waits. And I guess that's just the old school country in me. I guess that's just the old school country in me.
Another hour of the best best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Riding in a Pontiac to Memphis, Tennessee. Looking down the road just as far as I can see. Lately it seems I've been trying real hard to survive. Lord, is it a wonder that I'm still alive? Ain't got a thing but my boots and worn out jeans. Ain't got a nickel's worth of anything it seems. But I'll keep on going, or do my best to try. If I don't see the daylight soon, I think that I might cry. 'Cause one drink leads to another, and then I'm too far gone, and I start to think of all the things that I've done wrong. And I thought I'd leave your memory behind me in that town, but it seems like everywhere I go, something brings me down. Now I'm sitting on a bar stool, drunk out of my mind, way beyond the point of walking out at closing time. So I'll stay the night, 'cause this is my new home. So help me off of this bar stool, 'cause I can't stand up on my own. 'Cause one drink leads to another, and then I'm too far gone, and I start to think of all the things that I've done wrong. And I thought I'd leave your memory behind me in that town, but it seems like everywhere I go, something brings me down. Something brings me down.
His name is Jesse Vaughn. He is from Ellsbury, Missouri, and he has some great traditional country music, doesn't he? Old school country. That is Jesse Vaughn, and what a great radio interview tonight. Thank you for being on the program, my friend, and thank your mom, Michelle, for helping us book the program tonight, and it was fun meeting you in person at Freedom Jam and fun hanging out with you tonight on Triple Play Thursday of the Tim Kelly Show. Welcome to hour number 3 of the program. We're getting started just a little bit early. I've got some more Triple Plays and people that I promised are going to be on this program tonight, so I'm not going to talk too long, but I do want to welcome you to hour number 3. We are on our website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I'm also on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and I'm over here hanging out on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. Come over and see the Face for Radio and the sponsors t-shirt that I happen to be wearing tonight. He's on the playlist as well, and we're going to play his music in hour number 3 as well. His name is Ryan Bodine. I got to meet this next artist as well at Freedom Jam USA and introduce her to the big stage. We're going to play 3 in a row from Taylor Hughes. This is called Praying to the Whiskey, kicking off the 3rd hour of KICR Indie Country Radio's New Country's Best Triple Play Thursday.
Jim, Jack, Johnny, and Crow, those 4 apostles chaining my soul. That's pretty rough company for a Catholic girl like me to keep. But they're alright by me. My mama would faint if she knew these things about her daughter, you see. But what can I say? God made me this way. Y'all better pray for me. brown water. Over ice don't get no hotter. Devil's cut, that ain't my father. I won't quit till I hit the bottom. Sunday morning I'll be on my knees, but tonight you can find me praying to the whiskey. See the man behind the bar, well, he's my preacher. Till he yells, last call, I'm a sinner. But I don't mean no harm. I'll be confessing till the liquor's all gone. But bread in the rosary just ain't enough for me. Baptize me in the brown water. I hit the bottom. Sunday morning I'll be on my knees, but tonight you can find me praying to the whiskey. Jim, Jack, Johnny, and Crow, Mother Mary, save my soul. One bread in the rosary just ain't enough for me. Baptize me in the brown water. Over ice don't get no hotter. Devil's cut, that ain't my father. I won't quit till I hit the bottom. Sunday morning I'll be on Sunday morning I'll be on my knees, praying to the whiskey. Praying to the whiskey. Praying to the whiskey.
Song number 2.
Came rolling into that church pew like a cloud of smoke. I was out all damn night doing God only knows. Never even made it home. Wear last night's hair in a second coat of that carbon black mascara. Lord bless my soul. I'm guilty as charged. Never claimed to be a saint. My heart's a little lost, so I came here today to bow my head, make the cross, sending up my one phone call. Hope the Lord will pay my bill, 'cause hell, I'm somewhere between Jesus and jail. If I take an extra sip of that communion wine, the Holy Ghost might save my sins or kill this hangover of mine. My rowdy ways have flashed a few blue lights. Come Judgment Day, gonna need an alibi. I'm guilty as charged, never claimed to be a saint. My heart's a little lost, so I came here today to bow my head, make the cross, sending up my one phone call. Hope the Lord will pay my bill, 'cause hell, I'm somewhere between Jesus and jail. Jesus and jail. I'm a repeat offender, a good old-fashioned sinner. So Lord, I surrender. I'm guilty as charged, never claimed to be a saint. My heart's a little lost, so I came here today
Angel. She makes country music that rocks, ladies and gentlemen. That is called Jesus and Jail. And before that, Pray Into the Whiskey. We'll have one more from Taylor Hughes in just a moment. Taylor Hughes Music is where you can find her all over social media. She is fantastic. We got to meet her in person, and I got to introduce her to the big stage at Freedom Jam USA. And we recently had a great radio interview that you can find and listen to again in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab is at the top of my website at KICR.com. countryradio.com. The third song in the triple play for Taylor Hughes is her latest out to radio. It is called Old Fashioned You on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this triple play Thursday.
Gentleman Jack cleans up real nice, but he had a temper cold as ice. Sex on the beach, yeah, that one was fun. He had me thinking he was the one. PBR didn't get me too far. He's still drinking in college bars. Jaeger bomb came on too strong. Said he loved me by the end of the song. None of them got me buzzing like you do. Something about your love that goes down smooth. Tasting it all, but I'll always come back to old-fashioned you. Once or twice I tried to give you up. I sailed the 7 seas with a bottle of rum. After a night of salted lime, I woke up to a tequila sunrise. None of them got me buzzing like you do. Something about your love that goes down smooth. Tasted it all, but I always come back to old-fashioned you.
This is Joe Finley of the Swansons, and you are listening to The Tim Kelly Show, Triple Play Thursday, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie.
Little white lies and deception, how hard you tried to hide your truth, how you toyed with my fiction. Why did I wait up for you? Well, load the eagles and pun, you'll get what you got coming. The hand that fed you bed, he ain't gonna save you. You made your bed, baby, and I'm gonna lie in it. Go on and lie in it. Well, this whole town's talking. I don't wanna hear no more. Karma comes and thunders knocking. It ain't stopping at your door. Well, no eagles and plumbers, you'll get what you got coming. The hand that fed you bed, he ain't gonna save you. You made your bed. took my love for granted till you got caught red-handed. You had nothing to say. You thought you had your secret, hope that that boy can keep it, but life don't work out that way. Well, no day goes unpunished. You'll get what you got coming. The hand that fed you bed, you bet. He ain't gonna save you. You made your bed, baby. Not gonna lie in there. Go on and lie in there. Gonna lie in baby.
Song number 2.
Well, the Colorado River's gonna wash my soul clean. In this highway that I wander, ain't as pretty as it seems. All is fair in love and war, and the bombs will surely fall. But as I look up at the stars tonight, I'll be damned if I don't call you. And baby, you've been on my mind. But so has a box of sweet red wine. Yes, and I'll drink it slow, 'cause I don't mess with whiskey, and I ain't touched the pills. But that memory creeps up just like the moon over these hills. And I see your face in every movie, in every passing car. Yes, and every single goodnight moon, and each and every bore. And I know you're out there somewhere. You could probably care less, but it looked like mine don't falter, and a soul like mine don't rest. Honey, what it is that I don't have, what it is that I can't do. Where this world's so big it scares me, but it ain't too big for you. No, it ain't too big for you. Well, I'll smile and say I love you. You say like a friend. I say, hell, you know me better, baby. You say not this, say again. The universe makes these things happen. Saying it does not lie, and there's an energy in between us, and we know things ain't right. And every book has its own cover, a line, a word, a phrase, but mine just won't be finished, 'cause I'm missing my last page. I see your face in every movie, in every passing car. Yes, and every single goodnight moon, in each and every bore. And I know you're out there somewhere. You could probably care less, but a love like mine don't falter, and a soul like mine don't rest. Honey, what it is that I don't have, what it is that I can't do. With this world so big it scares me, but it ain't too big for you. I hear your voice in the twilight, hear your voice calling my name, and I can't still smell sweet perfume in the early autumn rain. soul like mine don't rest, honey. What it is that I don't have, what it is that I can't do. Well, this world's so big it scares me, but it ain't too bad for you. No, it ain't too bad for you.
His name is Travis Bolt. That is called Colorado Rain, and before that, another great tune called Lie in It. Travis Bolt Music is where you can find him on social media. Bolt right over there and check him out. Give him a like and a follow and tell him the Tim Kelly Show sent you. One more from Travis Bolt to complete his triple play. This is called Don't Care No More on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
I'm a little drunk again, but that ain't no surprise. Well, I've been staring at this bottle like I stared in your eyes. In a day or so, I'll get sobered up, fix the holes in this drywall, fix the flats out on the truck. I could call and catch a ride, track you down and apologize like I've done 1,000 times just for you to slam the door. I ain't up for another fight, losing sleep to make it right, so I guess I'll just say goodbye, 'cause I don't care no more. You're still underneath my skin, but it's just an old tattoo, a reminder that we'll fade of someone that I thought I knew. In a month or so, this might all make sense, and hopefully I won't be still drinking like this. I could call and catch a ride, track you down and apologize like I've done 1,000 times just for you to slam the door. I ain't up for another fight, losing sleep to make it right, so I guess I'll just say goodbye, 'cause I don't care no more. This whiskey bottle is my crystal ball. Finally, I can see you were never mine at all. I could call and catch a ride, track you down and apologize like I've done 1,000 times just for you to slam the door. I ain't up for another fight, losing sleep to make it right, so I guess I'll say goodbye, 'cause I don't care no more. No, I don't care no more.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music.
I like the DJs. There's even more to like.
I like everything about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
How many hearts have to break until you realize you can't bury all that sorrow in the wreckage you leave behind? How many scars must you make until you're satisfied? How many hearts have to break? How many hearts like mine? I know you didn't mean to hurt me. Nobody's born that cruel. There must have been someone before me who left their mark on you. And soon I'll be a pile of ashes, another notch upon your post. But as I go down in flames, I know you'll burn the most. How many hearts have to break until you realize you can't bury all that sorrow in the wreckage you leave behind? How many scars must you make until you're satisfied? How many hearts have to break? How many hearts like How many scars must you make until you're satisfied? How many hearts have to break? How many hearts like mine? How many hearts have to break? How many hearts like mine?
Song number 2.
Big sun dropping, campfire popping, sand sticking to our skin. Guitars playing, you and me swaying, hoping that it never ends. Toe to toe, nose to nose, I can see myself in your sunglasses as the best day of my whole life passes. One lucky girl with a big old silly grin. These days it may be out of fashion, and I hope you don't mind me asking, can I see myself in your sunglasses again? So sorry, sweetheart, met you, you were there laughing at me. You said hi, nearly died. I can see myself in your sunglasses as the first day of my whole life passes. One lucky girl with a big old silly grin. These days it may be out of fashion, and I hope you don't mind me asking, can I see myself in your sunglasses again? Tomorrow's forecast is more hot weather, but it'd be even better if we spend it together. I can see myself in your sunglasses as the first day of my whole life passes. One lucky girl with a big old silly grin. Ooh, yeah. These days it may be out of fashion, and I hope you don't mind me asking, can I see myself in your sunglasses again? Ooh, yeah, can I see myself in your sunglasses again? Oh, yeah, I wanna see myself in your sunglasses again.
What a fun song that is. It is called In Your Sunglasses, and her name is Tracy Kennedy. That is Traci on Tracy, and she is a great Canadian artist. And before that, How Many Hearts? And we'll have one more from Tracy Kennedy in just a second. But I do want to tell you that she is going to be my special guest on another Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. That is coming up on June the 12th, so be sure to mark that one on your calendar. And my full interview schedule calendar is on the bottom of my website on the homepage at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. One more from Tracy Kennedy. It is called You Never Said Goodbye on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this Triple Play Thursday.
I'm sitting here, tears streaming down, and memories of you spinning round and round. There's a hole in my heart where you used to be, and every night I pray it was just a bad dream. The world keeps turning, but I'm standing still, trying to make sense of how I feel. I wanna scream out your name, let the tears fall like rain. I wanna climb the stairs to heaven and bring you home
why you never said goodbye. You never said goodbye.
You're listening to Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
A boy can win a girl's heart with just one look, then break it into the few words. Spend a few lonely nights to realize that he can't live without her. Yeah, love is crazy like that. Been that way since way on back. The greatest love stories all go like that. Boy gets the girl, boy loses girl, boy gets the girl back. There's always a movie scene where the guy shows up. Midnight at her door in the pouring rain. Well, it's the middle of the day and the sun is shining bright. But girl, I miss you just the same. Yeah, love is crazy like that. Been that way since way on back. The greatest love stories all go like that. Boy gets the girl, boy loses girl, boy gets the girl back. Boy gets the girl, boy loses girl, boy gets the girl back. Love is crazy like that. Been that way since way on back. The greatest love stories all go like that. Boy gets the girl, boy loses girl, boy gets the girl back. Boy gets the girl, boy loses girl, boy gets the girl back. Yeah, I had you, I lost you, I want you back. I want you back.
Song number 2.
I didn't come here to be famous or to see my name in lights. I didn't come here for the money. Awards don't even cross my mind. But as long as I can remember, I've had a guitar in my hand. It's like God looked at me from heaven and said, I think I'll make a music man. And it was deep down in my bones, woven in my heart and soul. Just a kid there on my bed, trying to get out, but her I just love to see your faces, though I may never know your name. Truth is, I think I found my purpose down here in the grand design. That's just to sing the words God gives me, to know He's with me all the time. And it's deep down in my bones, woven in my heart and soul, stuck it out on the road. Don't ever have to be alone. Now I'm on another stage. There's people here to hear me play. So I'm just giving you a song for you to remember when I'm gone. Let me leave you with this song. You might remember when I'm gone.
His name is Christian Davis. That is called Music Man. And before that, Boy Gets the Girl. And boy, we had a great radio interview not too long ago. You can check that out in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives, also on my website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. The third song in the triple play for Christian Davis is called Ain't Bad for a Good Old Boy on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this triple play Thursday.
I ain't the product of a trust fund. Far as money goes, I ain't got much. But I trade my time in the hot sun for love to get me by. My pickup's old and rusty. She rattles and stays dusty. But when that girl's there beside me, it shines, shines, shines. We got a roof to keep the rain off, a mailbox to write her name on, a 10-acre lot with a little bird dog on the front porch, garden that screen door, baking in the pancakes on the griddle, hand in hand right down the middle. Life with a girl in love, that's the real McCoy. Ain't bad for a good old boy. She's gracing holy blue jeans with a face made for the movies. Yes, she beats all I ever dreamed every time she wakes me up. She got a way of making something out of a whole lot of nothing. The honey in her loving is like money in my cup. We got a roof to keep the rain off, a mailbox to write her name on, a 10-acre lot with a little bird dog on the front porch, garden that screen door, baking in the pancakes on the griddle, hand in hand right down the middle. Life with a girl in love, that's the real McCoy. I ain't bad for a good old boy. We got a roof, keep the rain off, a mailbox to write her name on, a 10-acre lot with a little bird dog on the front porch, rocking on the front porch, baking in the pancakes on the griddle, hand in hand right down the middle. Life with a girl in love, that's the real McCoy. Ain't bad for a good old boy. It ain't bad for a good old boy.
This is Kenny Kershaw, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
To drive me crazy. If anyone can wreck my heart, I know she can. She's got the keys to drive me crazy. But I'll hang on just as long as I'm her man. She walks in, I just fall to my knees. That smile has always had a spell on me. My overactive imagination says she'll love me, but then she walks out and I crash and burn again. She's got the keys to drive me crazy. If anyone can wreck my heart, I know she can. She's got the keys to drive me crazy. But I'll hang on just as long as I'm her man. She starts me up and takes control of me. Her eyes have always been a master key. She's driving me insane, and she knows I'm not that strong. One touch is all it takes to turn me on. She's got the keys to drive me crazy. If anyone can wreck my heart, I know she can. She's got the keys to drive me crazy. But I'll hang on just as long as I'm her man. And I'll hang on just as long as I'm her man.
Song number 2.
His daddy picked up some land, built every brick with his bare hands. I didn't know that could be done. Things were easy way back then, long before the turning winds, long before the clouds covered the sun. Out where the sun sets low, 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. He took her back through that hometown. She vowed she'd never stick around. Them crickets ringing in her ears. 20 years how they flew by. The city girl within her died. No better time or place than here. Out where the sun sets low, 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. I go back from time to time, past that old ghost town sign. Sometimes I wonder why'd I go out where the sun sets low. 20 long miles
of Ghost Town Road.
His name is Ryan Bodine. That is called Ghost Town Road. And before that, a great tune called The Keys. We'll have one more from Ryan Bodine in just a second. He is from Huntington Beach, California, and we've done one great radio interview so far, and we're getting ready for our second one. That is going to come up on May the 9th on a New Music Friday edition of The Tim Kelly Show. Be sure to mark that one on your calendars. You don't want to miss that. And check out the Ryan Bodine merch that I'm currently wearing right now. I've got his t-shirt on. You can find that at Tim Kelly on Air. Come over here right now. Check out the face for radio and the t-shirt that I'm wearing. Ryan Bodine is awesome, and it's sure a pleasure to play his music, and we're playing 3 in a row for him tonight. His brand new single out to radio is called Wish Heaven Had a Phone. Ryan Bodine on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
I wish I had more time to say the things unsaid. I wish I had another shot to get this off of my chest. When you were still here, the words just wouldn't come. But now that you are gone, it slipped right off of my tongue. Sometimes when I'm alone, wish heaven had a phone. When I'm sinking like a stone, wish heaven had a phone. You always seem so strong, never even scared. I was petrified, them words never came out clear. Thought I had more time to show how much I cared. You were here and now you're gone, so much I didn't share. Sometimes when I'm alone, wish heaven had a phone. When I'm sinking like a stone, wish heaven had a phone. Sometimes when I'm alone, wish heaven had a phone. When I'm sinking like a stone, wish heaven had a phone. So afraid of the unknown, wish heaven had a phone.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
Left home when you turned 18. What'd you expect to find here? Run around with every boy you meet, living on dreams and cheap beer. 21 years coming quick, gotta hope it happens soon. Let me be the first to welcome you to the Lost Angel Saloon. fast, living this hard life. Little sleep and a lot of speed. You'll be looking fine when you're out tonight. Hopping boxcars and dirty strip bars. Don't it make your heart ache? Let me be the first to welcome you to the Lost Angel Saloon. Ain't talked to your mama in over a year. Her worst fears you realize. I can tell just how you feel when you show me your sad smile. Can't cover it up. How you gonna die or get tougher? Sunrise on New Year Day, laying on the beach, cleaning up on your face in the back of a limousine. Your star shining brighter than most. Memories hurt, so you drink till they don't. Let me be the first to welcome you to the Lost Angel Saloon. Let me be the first to welcome you home to the Lost Angel Saloon. Let me be the first to welcome you to the Lost Angel Saloon.
Song number 2.
Long white line headed out of Denver. Choice of company's your own. Any ties to bind get left behind, and you learn them lessons again. If I'm ever out west, see you crawling across the plains, searching for the end of the line, whistling the pain. No, I never not wander, nor sleep a blinking eye. You're as lonely as a train, and I never know why. Lonely as a train, and I never know why. Table for two's too many to talk to. Crowded room ain't your kind of night. Lonely's your best friend. Lonely's how it ends. Either leaving or left behind. If I'm ever out west, see you crawling across the plains, searching for the end of the line, whistling the pain. No, I never not wander, nor sleep a blinking eye. You're as lonely
making their radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show on Triple Play Thursday. They are the Barlow. Go check them out. Give them a like and a follow on social media. That is called Lonely as a Train. I think we're on the right track playing them. That is for sure. And Lost Angels Saloon before that. The third one in the Triple Play for the Barlow is called Turntail and Run. Right straight to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Every day there's a neon light burning in my head. Shift the gears on a Freightliner instead. Step up to a stool, honky tonk dreaming blue. If I could lose this parachute, who am I fooling, drinking a rich man's wine? Could be swinging my legs from a dime. Turntail and run when the day is done. Living this 145 dream. Up with the sun, down with the drums. Turntail and run, and I'm caught in between. Every day's a laundry list of who I'm supposed to be. Every day's a goddamn worn out dream. Learning to swim with the snakes in the dam. Be the king of nothing. Who am I fooling, drinking a rich man's wine? Could be swinging my legs from a dime. Turntail and run when the day is done. Living this 145 dream. Up with the sun, down with the drums. Turntail and run, and I'm caught in between. Lord, when them dues paid in full, she don't seem to solve itself, buddy. How much can you pull? Turntail and run when the day is done. Living this 145 dream. Up with the sun, down with the drums. Turntail and run, turntail and run, turntail and run, and I'm caught in between.
Once again, they are the Barlow, and that is called Turntail and Run. We've had a great time tonight. Why don't you turntail and run back to the Tim Kelly Show tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Time, and we'll call that New Music Friday. I'll have special guests Melissa Mannett and Jordan Ash with me tomorrow night, and we had a great time tonight hanging out with two Jessies, Jesse Blake and Jesse Vaughn. I want to thank them for being on the program as well. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll.